Well, hello, my name is Tegar Maulana Mardika from English department. So this video is for my middle term test in language philosophies. So here I want to explain my understanding about the concept of language. There are some points that may be explained. The first one, the concept of language is central to human communication and cognition. It encompasses several foundation ideas like language as a system of symbols, and then language consists of symbols. Uh, there are words, sign, and sound that represent objects, action, ideas, or emotion. These symbols are governed by rules, grammar and syntax that enable structured communication. And then language as innate versus learned. So debates exist between nativism perspective by Chomsky theory of universal grammar, suggesting language is an innate human faculty, and empiricists of behaviorist views that language is learned through interaction and reinforcement. And then language and thought. The Sapir or hypothesis posits that the language one speaks influence how one thinks how one thinks. Introduce philosophical question about whether language shapes reality or merely reflects it. And then language and culture. Uh, Here, the language is a vehicle for cultural transmission. It reflects social norms, values, and historical context, shaping how members of society understand their world. And then from a philosophical standpoint, language is not only a tool for communication but also a framework through which humans construct meaning and knowledge. Ludwig Wittgenstein, for example, argued that the limits of my language mean the limits of my world, suggesting that our capacity to understand and describe experience is bound by linguistic capability. Language also plays a role in identity and power. How one speaks can affect how they are perceived, and language policies can enforce or restrict cultural expression, for example, suppression and indigenous language. For the application, there are some applications that use in real world. The first one is education. Uh, Understanding how language is acquired informs curriculum design, especially in multilingual or ESL context. And then there is technology. Natural language processing in AI, such as chatbots or translation tool, is based on linguistic theories and computational models of language. And then there's sociopolitics. Here, language policies affect national identity, immigration policy, and minority rights. For example, debates about official language is multicultural nations are deeply rooted in language philosophy. And then there's mental health and cognition. Language develop issues like aphasia and dyslexia highlight how language is intertwined with brain function, leading to advance in therapy and neurocognitive research. For the conclusion, the concept of language is multifaceted, bridging communication, cognition, culture, and identity. Philosophical and scientific perspective reveal that language is not merely a tool for expression but a complex system that shapes how we think, perceive reality, and interact society. It reflects both innate capacities and learned behaviors, carrying profound implications for education, technology, politics, and mental health. Ultimately, language defines the boundaries of human understanding, serving as a both mirror and mold of our life experience. So maybe that's all from me for the first video about the concept of language. Thanks.